A pleasant good evening. Welcome to the second episode of Meet the Candidates. I am your host, Dalila Ikal, and this program is intending to raise awareness of our Orange Walk public so that on a number of issues, that is, so that when March 4th comes, the voters will go to the polls to make an informed and independent decision. In last week's program, we had the mayoral candidate for the PUP, Ramon Montes Cervantes. Tonight with us, we have two guests also on the PUP team, Faridi Riveral and Alejandro Lopez, better known as Alex in the Orange Walk community. Welcome. And thank you for joining us tonight. How are you doing?
Good night, Dalila. Thank you for having us here, and good night to our TV viewers in Orange Walk and Curacao.
Good night, Dalila. Good night to all television viewers here in Orange Walk and Curacao as well.
Okay, thank you for joining us. Tonight, I know we're going to be talking a bit about economic and youth activity, also a little bit on health, waste disposal, and sanitation. But before we jump into that, I would like you, for both of you, to tell us a little bit more about who Farid is or who Alex is, so that the people might know or can know who they're going to be voting for now on March 4th.
Sure, Dalila. I was born to my parents, David and Elsie Espadas. I am the eldest sibling of 5 daughters they had. My childhood was a great experience filled with lovely memories of playing on Punta Gorda Street in the Uniontown area. I was raised, Dalila, by a family that instilled moral values and who taught me that money should not be a criterion for developing relationships, but hard work and dedication, and having Christ in the center of everything that I do brings success. I've been married for over 7 years to Silvino Riveral. I have 2 lovely daughters, Alina 5 and Janae 1.
Okay, how about you, Alex?
Yes, Dalila was born January 28, 1977 here in Orange Walk to Antonia Guzman and Antonio Lopez, both deceased now, right? I was grown by my aunt, Ms. Rabola Perez, and I grew up in a family of 10 with cousins, which today I proudly call my brothers and sisters. I have one biological brother by the name of Luke Lopez, and I would like to take this opportunity to wish him a good night, he and his wife and my niece. And we are the owners of the family business on Belize Road, Perez Tire Repair Shop, very popular tire repair shop on Belize Road.
Okay, I see. Okay, well, what can you tell us more about your professional experiences, your professional background?
Well, as I mentioned, Dalila, I was raised in Orange Walk, and thus my primary, secondary, and tertiary education were done here in Orange Walk at La Immaculada School, Muffles College High School, and Muffles Junior College, respectively. After 6th form at age 18, I was anxious to get into the work field to start making money. However, my father always told us that he wasn't able to give us material things and that he would work hard to give us an education, because in his own words, he always told us that education is something that no one would ever be able to take away. So with that said, I moved to Belize City to pursue my bachelor's degree in business. After graduation, I got my first job at Mequon Santa Fe as office manager. Mequon Santa Fe is the Costa Rican company that constructed the Southern Highway. And this job, Dalila, took me to live in Punta Gorda for a year, in Mango Creek for several months. However, I decided to move on back to Orange Walk. I was hired at the Belize Social Security Board for 2.5 years, where I gained more experience in finance and management. During this time was where I met Silvino. We got married, and we thought that it was beneficial for him to further his studies in the computer field, for which he has a passion for. So we moved to Virginia in the United States, where I was contracted to work as Human Resources and Training Manager at In-Service America. The birth of Alina changed all plans, Dalila, because I believe, and we strongly believe, that Belize is the best place to raise kids, especially here in Orange Walk town. So with that said, we moved back. I was hired at the Bishop Martin High School as the principal's of business teacher for 2 years, which I loved every moment of it. However, I decided to give up teaching and to dedicate my time into the partnership business with Silvino and I, Far World Tech. Owning my own business, Dalila, allows me enough time to participate in the growth and development of my girls.
I can imagine. So Alex, what can you tell us about your experiences?
Well, Dalela, I attended primary school at Solomon Seventh-day Adventist School here in Orange Walk, where I got my primary education. Then I went on to Orange Walk Technical High School, graduated in 1995. Then moved on to the University College of Belize, graduated in 1999 with an associate's degree in medical technology. And in 2007, I graduated from the University of Belize with an associate's degree in pharmacy. I took the pharmacy board's exam, I passed. Now I'm a licensed and registered pharmacist. Some of the extracurricular activities where I also got training in are 1994, I was given a leadership training skills certificate from the Young Men's Christian Association, YMCA. In 1995, a certificate in athletics coaching from the International Amateur Athletics Federation. And in 2000, a certificate in emergency medical technician from BERT, Belize Emergency Response Team. And in 2000 as well, a certificate in basic and advanced cytology from Rush University in collaborations with J&E Medical Lab. And in 2001, a training certificate in lab monitoring and evaluation from CAREC, Caribbean Epidemiology Center. Some of my work experiences, Dalela. In 1999, I volunteered my service at the Northern Regional Hospital for approximately 5 months as a medical lab technologist. I was later hired by the administration, and I went on to work full-time as a lab tech. After regular working hours, I still managed to volunteer some of my hours in the afternoon in the pharmacy department, and that is where I now got in love with the profession that I now practice full-time, which is pharmacy. And at the Northern Regional Hospital, in a very short time, I proved my leadership skills, and I was promoted to lab supervisor, being at just about 21 years old. And I was already in charge of a department at the Northern Regional Hospital. During that time, I also did relief work for the government labs in Toledo, Stan Creek, and Corozal District. I even worked part-time in the private sector as well, in laboratories such as J&E Medical Lab, the People's Lab, La Asunción Diagnostic Center. And presently, Dalela, I am employed by IECO International, which is a pharmaceutical company that imports medication within Belize. Okay. And I am their chief pharmacist. They have a branch in Belize City and a branch in San Pedro. So I'm in charge of both pharmacies. And since 2002, I manage my own small community pharmacy on Belize Road by the name of BR's Pharmacy.
Okay, that's quite a lot of achievements there. Now, from what you both told me, you have your hands filled. Both of you have your own business places. Faridi, you have your 2 daughters to take care of. What then made you decide to jump into the political arena?
Dalila, you're correct in saying that my hands are filled at Far World and with my kids. However, because my kids are being raised in Orange Walk Town, I cannot sit on my hands and be complacent and accept the state of condition our town is in. We need people that are serious in getting the job done, in the improvement of our town. And I believe I have what it takes to do that job, Dalila. And I can tell you that there is nothing more fulfilling than to serve the community that has given me so much.
Okay, Alex, what can you tell us?
Well, Dalila, since age 14, I have been working actively with the young people. Working with the young people is my passion, and I believe in the young people, and I believe they are the future of this country. And if they are the future of this country, then we need to allocate more resources and time to work along with them, right? And we need also to be, I am prepared and commit myself to work with any organization that is willing to help the young people. And also, given the current state of affairs of our town, I saw the need for young people to become more actively involved in today's politics so as to bring fresh and new ideas on the table. Okay,
I see. Well, at this moment we're going to be taking a short commercial break, but when we come back we're going to be taking a more in-depth look at how both your expertise can help you but bring about that much needed change that Orange Walk so desperately needs. Stay tuned, we'll be right back.